Hey guys, it's Richard at Alphins with a quick market update and some trading ideas and tips. In the last week or so, we've had a really nice bounce, as everyone has noticed. About a week ago, we actually published a video talking about the market reaching very oversold levels and approaching support levels that have held in the past, and that trade worked out really well. Now we are approaching some resistance levels. We've however, repaired a lot of the downtrend damage that that the market has inflicted in the last month or two, and we're seeing some beginnings of trend reversals. We're seeing more and more coins with, at least on a short-term basis. So if we go to the screener and I look at the trend tab for the top 20 or so coins, we can see that more and more of them have an up or a strong uptrend on the short-term basis. They still seem down or strong down on the medium and the long-term basis, as you can see here. Ethereum is up on the short-term basis, but still indicating down on the medium and long-term basis. A number of coins are on sort of a neutral, but these were all strong down trends just a week or 2 weeks ago. So a lot of repair has been done. So we're seeing some good green shoots of trend reversals. We've seen a number of coins make higher lows and in some cases higher highs. So the textbook definition of a trend is a series of higher lows, higher highs. Really, in the last couple of months, we've been seeing the opposite. Lower highs, lower lows, right? If we look at Ethereum as a case in point, and look at the candlestick chart, right? Let's expand this for 6 months. So really, or maybe just 3 months, since May or so, we saw the price, like I said, hit lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So not surprisingly, the trend was down. But like I said, in the last few weeks, the lows have bottomed out. And in some cases, maybe not on this one, but others, we've seen higher lows and higher highs. Specifically in the case of Ethereum, we still haven't quite seen the higher high, because the prior swing high was 2,500. It was about right here on July 6th or so, a couple of weeks ago. And in this momentum upswing, we haven't surpassed that level. We really need to, and we talk about that in our curated charts, that we really need to break above $2,500 to confirm the trend reversal and make a higher high. And some other coins have done that already, but Ethereum has not. Bitcoin certainly has, and that's been showing some really good strength. And frankly, Bitcoin is kind of the bellwether, and the altcoins tend to follow Bitcoin with some time shift or delay. So I'm optimistic that we have reached perhaps a bottom of the downturn that we saw. I mean, some of the coins were down 90-80% from the peak. So it's about time. In some case, or some coins, however, are completely in their own zone. Regardless of what Bitcoin, Ethereum are doing, there are coins that are trending up. And I always say, in every market, there is a bull market somewhere, and you just gotta find it. And so I decided to take a look. And when I come back to the coins that we have, let's just check a couple of others. Binance coin. See if we see something interesting here. In here, we did see a slightly higher low and actually two lows that are a little higher than the prior low. So that's a positive sign of trend reversal. We haven't quite seen a higher high. We really need to break through $330 to make a higher high and really confirm a trend reversal. Cardano, similarly, the lows have kind of bottomed out, but we really need to break above the $1.50 level to make a higher high and confirm the trend reversal from downtrend to an uptrend. On the short-term basis, it's already neutral, even on the long-term basis. So there's been some decent repair of the trends, and with if it surpasses the $1.50 level and makes a higher high, that would go a long ways in giving us additional evidence of trend reversal. But let's go and check out some coins that are kind of in their own zone, regardless of what the crypto markets are doing, and perhaps and really, just a very simple trend trading strategy. When a coin is trading in an uptrend, you simply buy the dips, because the uptrend tends to continue. Now, it won't continue forever, but statistically, you're gonna have more wins than losses if we stick to that strategy. Now, up until recently, really this week, we didn't really have a lot of candidates on the signal summary. We didn't have a lot of candidates that fit that strategy, but now we do. We see 23 coins that are in an uptrend and have experienced a pullback on a daily basis. So let's check those out. All right, so here we are. So again, we're looking, or this screen is set up so that it finds coins that have a bullish MACD crossover, but are trading in the last 24 hours, are trading down, have an RSI that's not overbought, but I'm going to actually relax this criteria a little bit. So I'm going to remove RSI to get a few more coins that perhaps still have an RSI that's over 70, but not extremely overbought. And all of these are on a short-term, medium-term, and long-term basis in an uptrend. Now, I could relax the criteria even further and remove the long-term uptrend stipulation. Okay, let's do that. Let's see, we get a few more coins now. Really, a couple of pages, so almost 50 coins that fit these criteria. And so let's take a look at what we got here. Look at the charts here. Now, DAI, obviously, that's a stable coin, but Axie Infinity, okay, not surprising. Hold on, let's add the candlesticks instead of price line. I prefer candlesticks, and get rid of the 1 day price change. And now, so Axie Infinity, I actually bought this one around 40, so I wasn't early, but hey, I jumped on an established trend, and I think that here is an opportunity as well. If you take a look at the bigger chart, right? Nice uptrend indeed, an uptrend that I think has a good chance of continuing with some pullbacks. And so the price reached about 50, pulled back. Now it's attacking 50 again. For me, this is a great pullback opportunity. Even around the $40 level, I think. Right now it's at 46. I think at 40, which is where we kind of see here as good support level. I mean, 36 is even better. So we could certainly place a limit order at 36, and maybe a limit order even at 40 or so. If it dips there, I'd be all over it, because I think this trend is more likely to continue than not. Now, I could be wrong, of course. All trends end, but I think we'll still have some upside from these levels. And if I look at the volume on the up days versus the down days, right? That's one of my favorite indicators, is the OBV, on balance volume, which really compares the volume on up days versus down days. I mean, it's trending up. every time there's a sell-off, it's on a smaller volume than on the positive on the day when the price closes up, right? And you can see that in the green and the red volume bars here. The red volume bars are typically smaller than the green volume bars, so the buyers are more aggressive than the sellers. Another one that pops up here is Flow Daper Labs. Let's take a look. This one extend the time frame, the time horizon, that is. And so what do we got here? We have let's eliminate the volume for now so we can clearly see the picture here. So we see some, so this one was clearly on the downtrend, and it's kind of reversed here at $6 or so. It found some support. It ran up to about 18, nice gain. Now it's pulled back to 12, so made a higher low, notice, and a higher high, right, from the prior swing. Higher high, higher low, and make another higher high just now. That is a very positive sign that the trend is upward sloping again. So again, an opportunity, I think, on this pullback to get some Draper Labs. And what is Draper Labs? Let's take a look. I don't typically really care because I just look at the technicals, but for fun, let's take a look. If we have a description here, indeed we do. So Draper Labs, blockchain created by Draper Labs, makes it easy for developers to build decentralized applications and businesses. All right, well, you can read up about it. Let's see if there's any news. Okay, we see a fair amount of activity coming out of this project's management. This is news that is actually published by the management, and that's good to see that there's still active communication from the project's lead managers, and it looks like they have some involvement in an NFT, and looks like they're about to have, okay, there's some interesting activity around Sacramento Kings and NFT. All right, perhaps you could find some additional information that could confirm, even from a fundamental viewpoint, our technical analysis. Any events upcoming here? July 25th, Chicago Bulls NFTs launch. All right, well, that's already a few days past, but that could have been one of the catalysts. And there's also on June 25th, there was an AMA, again, a good indication, and the project leaders are communicating with their community of users, and this project is very much alive. Sweet. The next one on the list, let's take a look at the charts again. Next one on the list, scroll down, was the Sandbox. Nice looking chart as well. All right, so once again as well, I mean, this was clearly making lower highs, lower lows until recently, and we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing that it bounced off the 20-cent level, made a higher high here, pulled back, made a higher low, bounced back, made a higher high. Well, these are all indications of a solid downtrend, and what I love about this one, if you look at the volume bars, the green versus the red, well, the green bars are typically much bigger than the red bars. So the buyers, once again, are far more aggressive than the sellers on the down days. And we can add, again, the OBV that will also capture this in the uptrend or upward sloping trend line of the unbalanced volume. So this one, I love this one. I mean, if it pulls back now, looks like, if we look back about 60 cents, it was a support level here, it was a resistance level here. You know, resistance turns into support. That's polarity principle and concept, right? It served as a resistance here, it pulled back, it broke through that resistance, and now it became support. So at 60 cents or so, I mean, you don't want to be too greedy and be exactly at 60 cents. It could be a little higher. I think that this one is poised to go higher. Again, it's just my opinion. and I'm just following a very simple trend following strategy. Buy the dips when the trend is up, and these puppies are all in an uptrend. So if I look at the trend tab, you can see obviously that's our filter, is that we want these coins to be in an up or strong uptrend across the board, and they're all there. All right, let's take a look at the next one on the list, PERP. No idea what it is. And by the way, Sandbox, I have no idea what it is. Let's take a look. Again, typically I don't care, but for shits and giggles, what is the Sandbox? Sandbox is a virtual world where players can build, own, and monetize their gaming experiences using non-fungible or NFTs. Well, clearly, this is all the craze right now. NFTs, particularly around gaming and play to earn, like Axie Infinity. It looks like they may be participating in that. Let's take a look at the news. Again, I see some decent activity, and oh, here we go. There's, I guess that was today, or maybe it is today. On the 28th of July, there's gonna be a live stream of some event related to their business. All right. Let's look at the events. Anything coming up here? No, I see some past events. Well, in any case, this one, just from a technical standpoint, looks very interesting. And the last one here on the list, well, not the last one that we'll take a look is PERP. Again, let's look at the candlestick chart, maybe a little longer time frame. And let's blow it up. 3 months. Okay. Let's look at 6 months. All right, well, this one really almost, it looks like a sideways channel all the way back to beginning of the year, just bouncing between $5 and $10 multiple times. It broke out here, and then it's gotten back into that range. Now we're sitting at $10, so we're kind of at the high end of that sideways channel range or trading range. I'd wait here for a pullback, at least to 750, or if it does break out above the $12 or so, I mean, that seems to be a very strong resistance level, as you can see, all the way back to April. About $12 was the high. Once again here on multiple times, $12 or so appears to be a very strong, and even a couple of days ago the high was $11.25. So if it breaks above that, above 12 or 12.50, then I'd be buying it as a breakout from the sideways channel. Otherwise, I'd probably wait for a pullback. In terms of what this project is all about, we have a description here. It's a perpetual protocol. It's a decentralized protocol to trade perpetual contracts for every asset, powered by the virtual automated market maker. All right, well, interesting. Take a look at it. Let's look at the news if there's anything interesting here. All right. Can't say I see anything particularly interesting. July 27th, there was some kind of a presentation at a conference. Clearly an active project. I see some activity from the project management and leaders communicating to their community. So just wanted to really demonstrate that the market has provided us with some new opportunities here. There is a bull market in every market, and with some exceptions. I felt like 2 weeks ago maybe couldn't find anything, but certainly the market is showing some very positive signs of trend reversal. We're not quite on the safe side, I'd say. We're right there on the edge, pushing against a lot of resistance levels. And again, keep in mind that we really need to see those higher highs to confirm the trend reversal. I hope that helps everyone. Good luck trading and check back next week. Cheers.